coming together of Indian Institute of Science, Management School, MS Ramaya School of Advanced Studies, Universities of Advanced Studies, and as well as our Korean team. So all of them have come together, the STEP and the other institutions have come together to build and work together. The collaboration and partnership is a way forward. So collaboration can enhance and enable many good things because each institution will have its own strength. The sharing of resources, the sharing of knowledge is very important to enable and facilitate the talent to grow, acquire the knowledge in a right way, and how best they can perform and take it forward. As all of you know, the city of Bangalore has become the startup capital for our country. In all the way, in all the fields, it is not just restricted to any one particular area. In all possible areas, all the emerging areas, all the existing and emerging areas, the way we do services or the product development or the system process has been scaling up very rapidly, and more so in all the challenging times. Probably even during COVID also, we could see with the changing environment, the startups caught up much more very fast, and they were able to respond and ensure there was no much of challenges being faced by the people with regard to various issues, let it be medical services, let it be their day-to-day requirement, or any other facility, or learning, education, or medical care, or the day-to-day requirements, or financial services, banking, governance, all possible areas, we were able to respond very well, and we were able to overcome the challenge, the kind of situation, the pandemic situation, what it had created. It was really a very challenging time. Even with those challenges, we were able to respond well, do well, because of the entrepreneurship or because of the technology or the kind of solutions been evolving from all the directions. Even from biotechnology, we could see what used to take years from lab to commercialization. It happened in weeks, in days. Something it was really very impressive to see how India really transformed and Karnataka transformed, how we are able to respond. So dear friends, we need to get inspired more so the students, because learning is something which is not just for exams or for qualification or getting some job. We need to really enjoy the entire process of learning. It is not just only academically. We need to emphasize ethics, morals, and knowledge. What we get, we need to give back. So it's an entire process. We need to enjoy this entire process every moment. And it should not be more so a pain. It should be a pleasure, it should be passion. So in this entire process, we need to create that kind of environment. Probably in this direction, the governments have become more of more so from a regulator provision. We are trying to become an enabler, a facilitator, enabling what right things to be done, probably in that direction. Whichever area, even the space sector completely has been opened up for 100% FDI, the defense sector, something which was completely restricted areas. Like that, every possible areas was completely restricted. Now every areas, you name the areas, we are just opening it and facilitating and enabling, and with all good practices. Whatever the good practices been initiated elsewhere across the world, we are adapting. Or we will be the first people to initiate. Many of the things which has been initiated is not been done elsewhere. And we have been a role model in many of the areas, probably in the terms of policies to facilitate what are the right things to be enabled for the industry or the entrepreneurs to do well and facilitate, because we need to stay relevant. To stay relevant and to facilitate Bangalore, particularly I can talk about more about Karnataka and Bangalore, because what has been enabled and facilitated by Government of India, we were able to take it in a right spirit. And further, we are trying to add up what more can be done by state of Karnataka. So probably in this direction, the education policy also, we are the first people in the entire country to implement the national education policy. It was not just implementation, implementing in the right spirit. The implementation, whatever we have done, today it is a national model. The technology integration, what we have done, the tech platform, what we have built, It is enabled and facilitated. And probably the digitalization, many of the words, still it has happened in slow step. But in state of Karnataka, in higher education, we were able to completely digitalize the entire learning management. Entire learning management we were able to digitalize. And with regard to the administration, governance, all possible verticals, completely it has been digitalized. The tech platform, what we have built, can enable and facilitate establishment of any kind of university, and private universities, or the scaling of becoming autonomous, creating more universities. In our tenure, in the past 3 years, we were able to establish more than 15 public universities. 15 public universities, and more so in pipeline. So wherever we are getting the opportunity, we are just enabling it. So this is the way forward. Real equitability, inclusion, entrepreneurship, the way we learn is very important. So the entire learning process, we need to completely revamp, look inward. Because the entire learning process, how we learn, is more of an rote learning. How can you expect the concept-based learning to happen in the school level, which is really not happening? When the real application has to happen, without a right concept being understood, not been taught. Some people they can learn on their own. That is a small percentage. But we want the entire population, entire section, large section of society, whoever gets into the higher education, gets into the right process of learning to ensure the entrepreneurship or a job creator or an innovator, everything can be enabled with the right learning, right attitude, right thought. So this is most important. We are working in those levels, and we have got a big dream, as our Honorable Prime Minister has quoted, that India's Amrit Kal, starting from Amrit Mahotsav to centenary celebration next 25 years, as under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, we want to become the developed country. In this direction, the state of Karnataka, we want to position ourselves in the best possible positioning, not only in the context of country, in the context of the entire world. We are such a fantastic talent. We need to ensure each and every person of this society can have a great future, let all their dreams to come true. We are enabling and facilitating that we will be the best and the number one, not in our country. We want to be the number one in the entire world.